Good afternoon, everybody. I want to thank you all for taking your time out today to spend a little bit of be part of a special event for our department and our community. My name is Al Carr. I am the Fire Chief, Salem Lakes Fire Rescue Department, and again, thanks very much for coming today. I have a few prepared remarks that I will read, so please bear with me as I struggle through reading. I'm much better ad-libbing, but I got yelled at for doing that. So, on behalf of the Village of Salem Lakes, the Village of Salem Lakes Fire Rescue, and our community, we are gathered here today not only to dedicate this safe haven baby box, but to recognize the incredible generosity and community spirit that's made it possible. We begin with a heartfelt thank you to our very special anonymous donor who quite generously and belief in the mission laid foundation for everything that we see here today. Quite simply, this would not have been possible without them. And wherever they are, thank you so much for all that you've done for us. We would also like to recognize Detective Tim Hackbarth, Tim, for his unwavering dedication to this cause. His tireless effort and work and advocacy were instrumental in turning this vision into a reality. Thank you for stepping up and standing by us throughout this, Tim. Thanks again. To the many individual families and organizations who contributed their time, their labor, and their financial support, we are deeply grateful. Your efforts have helped bring a critical life-saving resource to our community. Finally, I want to recognize the efforts of the Village of Salem Lakes, and in particular our village administrator, Cassandra Hiller, for helping to make this a reality. Your commitment to public safety as well as the well-being of our most vulnerable is what truly brings this mission to life. The Safe Haven Baby Box is more than a structure. It's a symbol of compassion and safety in the community. Together we have created something that will save lives and provide an offer of hope. I want to thank you again for being part of this very, very powerful moment. And in the Fire and Rescue Department, we strive to save lives. This is another tool that we will have at our disposal to hopefully save lives. Before I move forward, I want to recognize my team and our staff over here, members of the Salem Lakes Fire Rescue Department, and all the effort that they've put into it. They're going to be the people that make this happen. We also have some guests today that I'd like to recognize, starting first off with Assemblywoman Amanda Nedwiski, who I would like to have make a few comments. Also here today is our County Exec, Samantha Kirkman, and our Village Administrator, Cassandra Hiller. Before we get any further though, Assemblywoman Nedwiski, just a few.
I will be brief. I just wanted to take this moment to recognize and thank all the people who were involved in this. The very first time I heard about Safe Haven baby boxes was when my former colleague, Representative Ellen Schutt, introduced a bill in the legislature last session that would allow for these to be installed in Wisconsin. And on December 6, 2023, it was signed into law as Act 79 by Governor Evers. And it was a great day for all of us. It was particularly poignant for Representative Schutt because at the time she was pregnant and expecting, and she was almost due, I think, or she had just had the baby, one or the other. Anyway, while she did the bill, it was really something that was very, very close to her heart. And although she couldn't be here today, I'm glad to be here to recognize her efforts in the legislature, but also to recognize that when I was at a SLBOA meeting, the Salem Lakes Business Owners Association, I was so excited then, after the bill was passed, to hear my dear friend who had since passed, Chad Cantwell, announce that Salem Lakes would be getting a Safe Haven baby box right here in my beloved district. And I can't think of a better place than here at the Salem Lakes Fire Department with this crew to provide this service and to, again, be the place that those who are in a desperate situation can go and find help. So thanks to everyone whose efforts have been made to get this done, and to the anonymous donor and other people who supported by providing resources, and of course the team who brought the baby box today. So thanks to everyone.
I I'm truly honored to be here today to help celebrate this occasion for the village of Salem Lakes. Unfortunately, our county has had situations that have happened where our babies have been left, some with a tragic situation outcome, but there also was the one that happened on a really cold winter day many years ago, where somebody just happened to stop at the porta potty and save a little baby's life. And so those situations are the situations that help make the legislature act and change the law so that we can have these things installed and so people can safely hand over their babies when a situation they can't handle. So I want to thank Representative Ned Wesky and the legislature for their work, first off. Secondly, I'd like to thank the Village of Salem Lakes for their dedication to this very important issue. And then I'd like to thank a colleague of mine, Detective Hackbarth, for his work. Unfortunately, in his work, he has come across cases like this in our county. And so if we could give Tim a round of applause, I'd appreciate it. So again, thank you for giving me this honor to be here today to bring awareness to this issue.
Hello, Cassandra Hiller, Village Administrator for Salem Lakes. Just want to say thank you very much to the donors that all helped to make this possible, and also to the chief for taking this and running with it. A little over a year ago, I had requested that the chief consider putting a baby box in. Baby box means a lot to me personally, and it's really just touching that it's actually here today and that our village board authorized the installation of this. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you to the firefighters and paramedics that have also worked tirelessly to make sure the testing went well and that it is now here and ready to go live today. Thank you.
Next up, we're going to bring in Jesse from Safe Haven, but before I do that, it's important to recognize the incredible donation on behalf of somebody to make this happen. And I know Tim had some remarks on their behalf. Tim, if you take a minute, come up here, please.
Good afternoon. As he said, the donors did not want to have anyone know who they are. They're a pillar of our community. They have, more often than not, helped support different programs like this. This is a very near and dear part to their lives, and they really appreciate the ability to do this. One of the things that they requested that I said and told you is that to them their personal belief is that Jesus has saved us and we will all go to heaven because of him, and they wanted to also show that love towards other people, and sometimes they may be unloved in these babies that may end up in these boxes. So they wanted to make sure that they were also able to show that love to the community, show that love to future babies, and prayfully it never gets used, but if it does, that it's here for those people. So thank you for everybody that's here. I apologize for not having anything prepared like he did. I probably should have, so I wouldn't ramble, but at least you get to see my pretty face. So you guys have a good day.
Well, welcome everybody. I'm so glad to have such an amazing turnout today, and thank you all for coming to support this. Today we get to bless box number 346 in the nation and the 5th box in Wisconsin, in your city of Trevor. This is so amazing that you're able to add another option for parents, an anonymous option that they can come and surrender their infant if they choose to do so. My name is Jessie G. Trost. I'm the executive assistant at Safe Haven Baby Boxes. This idea started when CEO Monica Kelsey was visiting over in Cape Town, South Africa, and saw a first baby safe in the side of a church there. she talked to the pastor and she said, "Can you tell me a little bit more about this?" And he said, "You know, we have so many infants that are just laid at our church or that we find in the town, and you know, this is just an option for them to safely place their baby until we can get to them." And she was just amazed, and she's like, "How do I do this in the United States?" And after her own story of being abandoned as an infant, she just has so much dedication and love and support and so much heart that goes into this as being one of these infants as well, that she started this in her home state of Indiana. And from there, it just has grown. And we're so blessed and so glad to see this just come to every community across the nation. We want to try and raise awareness and education to as many people as we can about the Safe Haven law itself and the option for the Safe Haven baby boxes. We are just getting started. We have 60 babies that have been surrendered in our boxes and over 150 handoff safe surrenders since we've started this in 2016. We're passed in 24 states now, which we could not have done without the legislation in each and every state. That's where it starts. That's the groundbreaking point. If we can get legislation in each of these states to pass their own law and their own bill in order to get these boxes in, it just gives every fire rescue, every ambulance, every fire department and hospital another tool, like the chief said, for an anonymous option for them. We hope that one day we can stop infant abandonment across this country, but for any parent that might be struggling, we have a hotline that you can call at 1-866-99-BABY-1. You can reach out and we can talk you through what's best for you and your infant. We just wanted to thank the Village of Salem Lakes for their support, for this generous anonymous donor that has just so graciously given, and it sounds like even more to the community. So thank you to you. Because of you and your efforts and your generosity, now we have this option in the Salem Fire and Rescue Department. We want to thank State Representative Amanda Nueski for coming today. Thank you for speaking and being a part of this. All of our chiefs here that have worked and supported us and that will continue to do the testing on this and make sure that it's always safe. And the fire rescue team, you know, thank you so much for your support. And I got to spend some time with them today doing some training with them, and what a great group of people you have here. Like, they just really represent Salem Lake so well. And we want to thank the department again for letting us cut a hole in their, you know, gorgeous $5 million department here. So thank you for that. But now we have this option available for the city of Trevor, for Salem Lakes, for all the surrounding communities in Illinois that's just so close to you guys also. Now this option is available to parents in this area. Thank you.
Lastly, as we close this out this afternoon, I'd like to introduce one more person. That is Kenzie Gady, who has worked tirelessly from the inception of this project all the way through to today. Kenzie's been instrumental in making this happen. She's going to offer a couple of comments and also offer us a blessing as we close it out. So my last remarks is thanks again very much for being here. Really appreciate the support, and we look forward to saving lives in any way that we can. Kenzie?
Chief stated, my name is Kenzie Gady. I have pretty much been on this project since the day one. I was there at the meeting to help facilitate it and help get it known into our community, and I just want to say thank you to the community for trusting us and trusting me with this project and being with us through the whole 9 yards of it and to this day. With that, let us go forward with the blessing. Blessed be this baby box, and blessed be those who are needed to use it, those who have supported us, those that will be left in our lives through this box and trusted in our hands. May God follow everyone and anyone in support through these projects and through these days and through their hardships.